Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's ShamefulPenguin here, back with another video. Today we're going to be leveling a Templar, more specifically a Hierophant. We're going to go mind over matter with Ice Spear totems, Freezing Pulse totems, stuff like that. It's going to be a really fun and strong build. I'm making this build pretty late in the league, but this is going to be a solo self-found, hardcore friendly build, no budget. I'm kind of making this for future leagues, 3.15. I'm probably going to be using this build in 3.15 for my starter, so I want to get like a little bit of an idea. So we're going to be creating a character today. I want to get kind of straight into it. I can't spell apparently. But yeah, I want to make this character, have it like documented, ready for 3.15, because that's probably what I'm going to do. I'll probably make another video if I change anything for 3.15, but this is going to be a leveling with penguin series. If you guys watched the previous ones, you guys kind of know how it goes. I kind of just chat and hang out with you guys while explaining slightly advanced stuff. It's not like newer player friendliness is like because I don't explain exactly everything, but I expect you to have some basic knowledge. Even if you don't, I think this will be a helpful video. So yeah, we're just gonna get started in the game. Make our move button and attack buttons what we want. And I have a move button on my T so that I can hold the T button while equipping the gem, just to be good. So yeah, you just follow the shore and you're pretty much good. You don't have to kill anything. Pretty easy. Anything else I should talk about before I start just talking about this? Oh yeah, so I played this. I got the inspiration to do this build from the Ziz Gauntlet. I was playing in the Ziz Gauntlet. It was about over a week ago, and I did sorta okay in the Ziz Gauntlet. I got to act like 7, 8, something like that. I got past Act 5 like 3 or 4 times, but I kept dying before Act 10. So, and I played this build every single time that I got there. I tried a few different builds. Essence Strain Contagion I tried once. I tried just regular Stormblast Mine, Witch, Elementalists, and I did, what was the last one? I did Cool Snap Vortex for a little bit as well. But none of them got as far as this build, because this build is super defensive with Mind Over Matter. It's a really crazy defensive mechanic, really safe. So yeah, so what we're going to do, talk to Neza. I'm not going to do any like the speed walking. No blue, no blue, green. So we're going to stick with what we have. None of these rolls are like exceptional. It's like a little bit of spell damage, accuracy. So now we're going to take anything. We talked to Tarkly because we get our grab Frostbolt because we don't really care. But you're going to need to go to Nessa again, actually. Hello. And buy Freezing Pulse. I'm going to buy 2 of them, actually. If you can't afford 2 of them right now, don't worry. We're going to go with a Scepter on 1. We don't really have any links. We'll vendor everything else. Yep.
Farewell.
We're going to level 2 Freezing Pulses. And this is because you want to... When we get access to spell totem support, we're going to start using Freezing Pulse on a totem as well. So we're going to have like 2 methods of attacking. You can use something else like Orb of Storms. You could use, what's it called? Decoy Totem if you want to be more defensive. This looks like, is it the wrong way? Let's make sure. No, yeah, it is. So you can choose what you want to level, but we're going to be using Freezing Pulse and Ice Spear as our main skills for late game. So if you want to use your main skills ASAP like I do in most of my builds, you just follow what I'm doing. So we're going to grab the Iron Hat just so we have a helmet. If I forget to explain anything that I do and you're curious about like what I did or why I didn't do something or why I did anything, go ahead and leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability, and I'll try to answer in the easiest way possible. If you have any questions about anything I'm doing, no matter how new you are, how basic it seems. I don't care. I like to be new player friendly. I want to invite as many new players into this game as possible. I want to have just like a mix of hardcore players, whatever. I want my audience to be just people who enjoy the game. I like uploading lots of different kind of content, sometimes new player stuff, sometimes like really end game min-max stuff, sometimes even other games. So
my prayers are thus answered.
Yeah, so we're gonna grab the 3 rose nest. Make sure you go, when you're pathing, go to the mud flats first. I didn't explain that when I went in here. It's faster to go into mud flats than to the tidal island. If you already went into the tidal island, don't backtrack. Just continue doing what you're doing. But it's technically a little faster to go mud flats first, because we're gonna teleport back anyways. And in general, I have a really weird method of killing. So if you see a blue pack and we're like on par with the level of the area or even under, blue packs give a good amount of XP. And if there's a number of them, pretty good to kill. Make sure you click always attack without moving on your skills as well, just to make the gameplay as smooth as possible. But killing blue packs is really good. Just killing too many things will just take up too much time, so we just kind of kill things as we go along, because you don't need to be over leveled unless this is like your very first time and you don't feel safe, or you're playing hardcore, or you're playing a challenge league. Then do what you want. We're gonna spec our points. We're gonna go defensive tree because I like the defensive tree. It's the tree I'm used to because I was playing in the Ziz Gauntlet. Might be able to kill a decent amount. Got a Scrolls of Wisdom. That's really good. There we go. So yeah, if the packs of enemies get really big, I'll turn around and kill them. Or if they're like blue enemies or rare enemies or whatever. But yeah, you're pretty much just going to go down and look for Homeboy. So right now I'm 2 scepters. I eventually want to go wands just because they're easier to maintain, in my opinion. Because Neza sells wands, so it's easier to get the links you want because she sells so many of them. Kind of just grab everything because we're going to vendor it. I don't want chest pieces on because of they reduce your movement speed. So I usually take them off. I just pick it up to vendor it. So we're always going to grab Quicksilver Flask. There's no questions on that. We're going to grab Arcane Surge. We're going to vendor our small mana flask. If you vendor 3 of the same kind of flask, you upgrade the flask. If you have any rare items, so yellow items, you're going to want to identify them, even if it's something you're not going to use. That's because when you vendor it, this is actually sort of okay, but when you vendor it, you get alteration shards, which are super useful. So we're getting pretty bad luck on our links for our +1 to all cold, so we're going to use this wand for sure. And we'll grab this wand as well. So we want blue link. And we're going to grab a second. So we're going to have 2 Arcane Surges. One's going to be unleveled. One's going to be leveled.
Be well.
We're also going to talk to Tarkly because he's going to give us Frost Bomb and Frost Blink. And we can also talk to him.
Greetings.
If you type in NN and then look at the boots, if the boots have movement speed, they'll be highlighted. So it's a little trick you can use. If you don't use it, don't worry about it. So we're going to make sure we have all the colors we want, which we're kind of struggling with right now. I didn't pick up too many things. So what we're going to do at the moment, did I grab a second Frost? Arcane Surge. No, I didn't. So we want 2 Arcane Surges for our setup. We also want to grab an Onslaught, but I don't have a blue green right now, so there's no point in picking it up yet if I can't even use it. But I'm just looking for items on the ground right now. so I can get some colored links. These are some blue enemies, so this will be helpful.
The path becomes
Rat
clear.
mitts aren't helpful. Coral millet is pretty good. Come on, drop stuff. Dang, these guys are being stingy. It's a hatchet. Dang, I'm going slow. I should have picked up more stuff earlier on. Those are some boots. What do I need? I need boots slot. And I want blue links on it. So wool shoes would be really good. So we're going to be heading downwards a little bit. We'll skip those guys. Portal scroll's really good. Kill this blue pack. Greaves, Goat's Horn. So I'm noticing the split between the areas right now.
My mana is spent.
So there's going to be two paths here. So I'm going to leave a portal actually over here, so I can come back later to this portal. And that's because down here is going to be the Dweller of the Deep. And we're going to go back to him later on. Getting knife, nice. So we're going to come back to him later. I kind of put it kind of low. I was thinking that might be up there. But once you cross this bridge, you know you're going to the exit and not the Dweller of the Deep. So we're going to go back to town. And we're going to take our own portal. And then we'll go back to this spot. And then we'll just walk down and go to the Dweller of the Deep. It's pretty simple. It just saves a little bit of time, so you don't have to walk all the way back from the start. Oh, I keep holding two buttons. Alright, we'll stop killing stuff. I need Frostblink, actually. Ooh, there we go. Those are the shoes. Those are really good shoes, actually, the links. Oh, and that one. Okay. So we made up for everything we weren't picking up earlier. Right there. So we're gonna put on this. I don't have Onslaught on me, so we're gonna put Frostblink, Frost Bomb. They don't have to be together. Oh, I was leveling up Arcane Surge. I didn't want to level it up. Yeah, we want the Freezing Pulse there. Anything else? Yep, we're good. Okay, so what our setup's gonna be might seem confusing to you guys, but next time I go to town, I'll put a little image on the screen about like what our total setup is. We're gonna stop leveling one of these Arcane Surges, and we're gonna make sure it's the correct one. So let's figure that out real quick. Alright, got them all. So what we want to make sure, see how this one stopped leveling up? So we're going to swap it with that one. Oh, two of them stopped leveling up. Shoot. Yep, it was, I pressed the wrong. Oh no, I pressed the right one. Cool. So we want to stop leveling up one of the Arcane Surges, and this is because when you increase the level of Arcane Surge, it requires more mana to proc the buff, and that's a bad thing because we want Arcane Surge to proc every single time we use a move. So we're actually going to head back here just so I don't forget and go through our own portal, Submerged Passage. And remember how I was mentioning we'll just go back down, so we'll go back down. We didn't save too much time. If I put the portal when I was over here, walking over here, I would have saved more time. That's okay. We're not racing. So we'll spec our points. We got a lot of points. I'm a little bit clumsy right now. I haven't played PoE in a little bit.
It's the 5-round challenger.
So excuse my playstyle, but yeah. So we're just gonna hop on across, look for the Dweller. He's gonna be right here. Drop Frost Bomb, Frostblink on top of him. do as much damage as possible. Alright, grab pretty much everything that you can and use a portal. If you don't have a portal, you can just log out and log back in, and you'll end up in the town and you don't waste a portal. So we're gonna vendor a lot of stuff. I don't think any of this we wanted. Yeah, we didn't care about any of that.
While we live, we are blessed.
So we want to talk to Tarkly, get our point.
Stay sharp.
Oh, I gotta put my, excuse me for a sec, guys. Let me unlist my stuff. I think that's the only public ones I had. And then we grab this. So we want our links to be Arcane Surge and Frostblink. So every time we Frostblink, we gain Arcane Surge. You could also have it on Frostbomb. It would actually be a little better on Frostbomb, but unfortunately we don't proc it every time we Frostblink yet. Not until Frostblink is a little higher level. But Arcane Surge, you gotta read what it does. It's kind of different. There's a buff, and then there's a support gem section to it. So the what I mean by that is that it gives you a passive buff, but at the same time, it gives you damage to this gem it is linked to. So it's kind of unique in that way. So basically, when the buff is active, you're only getting the buffs when the buff is active. So look in the top left of my screen when I cast, you'll see it active. So I'm getting that extra damage and all that stuff. And I get cast speed and damage and everything applied to all my skills, but I get an even bigger buff if it is also linked to it. So that's how it works. A little bit confusing, so just try to read it and understand it. So the general way you make Arcane Surge is that you have two things with Arcane Surge. One, you have a level 1 Arcane Surge that just procs every time you use your movement skill or whatever skill you're using most often. And then you have a high level Arcane Surge on your damaging skill. That way you can just pretty much upkeep it as much as possible. So we're gonna kill the Fawn. He's the dude that's gonna spawn when we see a cage. We're gonna kill him because I'm kind of making this like a first playthrough practice. So we're gonna kill him because you have to kill him in your first playthrough in order to unlock Navali in your hideout and in the home areas. All right, so we're gonna pick that up. So actually the iron rings you might think are pretty bad, but always pick them up. They're so much better than you think, because we can convert iron rings to whatever elemental ring we want. Well, one of the three, a ruby, a sapphire, or a topaz. We're going to do a sapphire because the first boss we're going to fight does a lot of cold damage. Actually, I'm going to go up first. Every time, the past 3 times I've played PoE, there's a trial in this area. You can tell by the Lord's Labyrinth mod in the area.
The 5-round challenge.
And it's been topside every single time. And the one time I go top, it's not here. Figures. Alright, so let's see. We're going to hug left this way. So you're looking for a book symbol. If you find the book symbol, you found it. You found it. We'll kill stuff here. Our next 2 levels actually give us quite a bit of buffs. So if you can be level level 10, level 11 is actually really strong for a character. That's a Ballistica totem support. If it was spell totem support, I almost picked it up thinking it was spell totem support because it looked like it. But we can pick up... Oh, I didn't go left. Portal scrolls are really good. We'll kill the yellow guy.
Go with God.
Grab that. Grab the portal. You can see that all of my the trials are complete on this character for this account. But I'm going to be going through all the trials. All the labyrinths and stuff for you guys. So you guys get like an idea. So I'm like keeping on pace with you and I'm not skipping stuff that's annoying. So yeah, we're going to grab Holy Dominion, gives us a lot of stuff, and then Light of Divinity actually gives us a lot of stuff as well. So it's 2 good points back to back. It's really awesome. So if we can hit level 11 before we fight Brutus, pretty good. Ooh. Strong boxes are pretty good. I'll just pick up the rare for now. I don't want to over encumber myself quite yet. Because we're going to fight Brutus and he's going to give us a lot of stuff. So we're just going to head straight across. Hopefully it's topside over here. I feel like it's usually topside by now. If you ever see a shrine, it's good to go check it out, because there's usually a decent amount of mobs by it. See, mine's blocked off over there. Kind of unfortunate. But it's always good to check out shrines in general. Late game maps, shrines are really good because it adds pack size. So it's always good to check. So we hit at the level we want, Light of Divinity. We got it. I think this is the wrong way. Yup. Nice. See if it's down here now. I'm kind of lost, honestly. It's either this... Oh, okay, I was going to say it's either this way or down here. So now we're going to fight Brutus. I always attack without moving, yeah.
Your answer's here.
Good to make sure you have that. So we have 3 portals. We're doing okay. We don't have too much currency right now. I haven't been picking up as much as I could. We don't have Onslaught on either. We only have a 2-link right now, which is kind of sad. I could put on a 3-link. I'll do that when I get back. I'll have a 3-link here, and then I'll have a 3-link totem set up, and it'll be pretty good. Actually, I want a blue because we're going to get added lightning support. And I think I'd rather have that than Onslaught, because I'm not trying to like min-max movement speed. I'd rather do a little more damage and feel better.
I will show you what true horror is.
But yeah, I'm on a 2-link setup right now. You could even do this on a 1-link setup if you really have to, but 2-link you feel pretty strong. If you're taking my tree, you're pretty defensive. You have some damage. If you're double wanting, you'll have the damage. If you're going 1 shield, it might feel a little squish or a little less on damage, but shields are super good to use Oswald. So there we go. And we'll just pick up everything because we're gonna go back and grab the quest reward. You never need to actually accept the quest rewards, so you guys notice that I leave a lot of explanation points on my on the people in the Lionized Watch and towns. That's because you never have to accept them, or yeah, accept them to start them. So we're gonna grab Flame Dash and we're gonna replace it, and then we're gonna grab the added lightning, and then we're also going to vendor. Ooh, we want to ID these gloves. We care about these gloves. This has 15 life, but no green slot. I don't know. Can I afford to lose a green slot? We'll see. Let's yeah. We'll vendor all of it. Why not? So let's see. Blue's pretty good, but we can't use those. We're not high enough a level. How many levels? 12. So 1 level we'll get a blue. That's pretty good. We'll replace this one. So we're gonna grab a spell totem support, link it with freezing pulse, and then link that with our added lightning, and that's gonna be our damage support. Then we're gonna have freezing pulse, arcane surge, the leveled up one. Actually, we'll do added lightning again. Added lightning adds more, and then we'll add an onslaught for now until we get our blue, and then we'll put back on arcane surge. So either one you could do. Lastly, we'll have our low level Arcane Surge, but it's only level 4, level 3. There we go. Level 3 Arcane Surge. Why do I have so many Arcane Surges? I goofed. And our Flame Dash. And then Frostblink's not linked to it, unfortunately, but that's okay. We'll have Frostbalm with with Onslaught later on. We'll figure it out. So Frostblink we don't need anymore, but we actually have an Iron Ring. So we're going to use the recipe colored Iron Ring in any color of this. If it's blue, it'll be Sapphire. If it's a red gem, it'll be a Ruby Ring.
Goodbye.
And if it's a green gem, it'll be Topaz. Good info. I forgot to vendor the amulet. But we're looking pretty good. So let's set up our stuff. So this is our totem support Freezing Pulse. I want Flame Dash there. Always attack without moving. And then I want Frostbomb right there. So we're good. So here you're not going to want to follow the path. You're going to go towards the end and then check the little mountain. If you find it that it lets you in, follow it.
I must have time to gather my will.
I like Frostbomb or Flame Dash better. If you really prefer Frostblink, go for it. Keep using it. It actually does a good amount of damage, and with this wand right here, +1 to all cold, it will do a bit of damage. But I think Flame Dash is better. Honestly, I think Smoke Mine's the best, but we don't get it as a Templar, unfortunately. So we take a hit there in speed, in my opinion, but it's okay. We're just leveling for funsies. We're not racing. If you're interested in racing, go check someone else out, honestly. I'm not the best racer. I'm pretty garbage. I don't have good habits, and I'm not. Ooh, take this essence. But like, I'm talking about like racing to Act 10. I'm not good at. We'll grab that vest and then take it. Oh, you can't even use it. Perfect. Because we might want that blue. But grabbing essences are super strong. You may hate essences, but if you're in the early game, you're going to love them. Okay, we didn't find that, unfortunately. So you're going to want to find the abandoned ship or whatever it's called. And if you don't find it, you want to head back. You're going to want to go into the area I went into. There we go. We can use my stuff now. You're going to want to go into this area, get the waypoint, and then dip.
Oh, it's the 5-round challenger.
Come on, where is it? If it's topside, I'm going to be upset. It's topside, isn't it? That's upsetting. We got a really bad layout for my pathing. It's not a bad layout in general, actually, but it's pretty bad for how I pathed. See, if I went any higher up, I would have gotten a really good layout. I would have gotten this, and then I would have ran over there. So usually I would, once you get the all flame, you just dip. But honestly, I'm just gonna probably walk to it. Fergus is just as far as the waypoint is from him, so I guess I'll walk. So it's usually, in most cases, it's better to pick up the all flame, go back to town, and then go back to the ship graveyard waypoint.
My mana is spent.
But in my case, not OP. So if you have access to GMP or lesser multiple projectiles or volley, you could use it on your freezing pulse totem or your self-cast one to make clearing a little stronger. You don't need to kill them, you just need the all flame and you can dip. And it'll make clearing a lot better if you have access to first snow jewel on your passive tree. Go to the nearest jewel slot. You could either be that one, it could be that one, or it could be that one, in my opinion. And yeah, first snow will make leveling this build, oh my gosh, so easy. The clearing will be insane. If you have first no, don't use LMP. If you don't have it, then, or if you don't have first no, using LMP is like viable if you want to. Alright, and he'll die. And then we can actually head back. We'll grab stuff, we'll vendor it on our way back. There we go. Alright, now that we have our blue wand. Oh, I don't have enough int. Do I have enough int now? Yeah. Alright, so we want our freezing pulse, added lightning, high level arcane surge. Onslaught will be linked to something later on, hopefully, if it ends up well. You can grab anything here because she gives you garbage, and then you're gonna grab Ice Spear. Just making sure. I'm grabbing this. Holy cow! 2 +1s. Shoot, should I recolor it? Oh my gosh, I've never been. Yeah, I'll sell that. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Large life flask. Can't upgrade. So we'll do that. Okay. So I got pretty lucky. So what I'm gonna do is, come on. Come on, just, oh my gosh. I got unlucky. Alright, we're going back to Onslaught. That's pretty freaking funny. We'll keep it because we'll vendor it. That was a waste of money, but it's fine because we got really lucky. I guess I could have kept my chest piece. So we have Ice Spear now, so it's really good to have it on something to level it up. Ice Spear is pretty bad without lesser multiple projectiles on. If you have access to LMP, I would recommend putting it on Spell Totem, LMP, and Ice Spear. But if you don't have Ice Spear, if you don't have access to LMP, yeah, I don't recommend it. You can use it if you want. You can try it out. It's just so much better with LMP that I don't find it viable yet. Onslaught support. That would have been good if I was a different character that doesn't get Onslaught naturally.
I must have time to gather.
Iron Ring, that's really good. Oh, Portal Skull. So Iron Ring's really good because we can change another we can get another resistance ring if we want, which we could do before this fight, but we're pretty tanky right now, honestly. We've taken a lot of defensive nodes. We're pretty good. If this was the Ziz Gauntlet still for me, I'd probably portal back and get another resistance ring and then grind another 4 levels to be like 3 levels above the boss.
Oh, it's the 5-round challenger.
Alright, Trial Master, you can calm down, bro. Oh, another Essence. We're getting pretty lucky with the Essence, honestly. And it's a Hatred, which I think is the cold one, right? Cold damage? So we get the resistance. We can slam Cold Res onto anything now. The cold damage doesn't help us because it's to attacks and not to spells. If it doesn't say to spells, it doesn't help us. Kind of face tanking, but I think I do enough damage. I also like to flame dash across her just to get that little bit of burning damage going at the same time. Lacking on mana pretty hard. Let me start killing things. That was a lot of damage, honestly. Well, there we go. Alright. I don't have 2 mana potions. I usually do have 2 mana. I haven't been picking them up. I don't know why. I don't think they've been dropping or ignored them. But this fight's pretty simple. Just don't stand on tornadoes. Just don't get hit by her thing, and just know she teleports. So if you're a miner or whatever, don't stack too many things, because she'll just teleport away and never let you attack her. Greater mana. So I was just complaining that I don't have a mana flask. That's really convenient. Wow. Interesting. I don't even know what this is. Alright, so we'll put on that. Leather belt's insane. The rolls are pretty insane too. We got pretty lucky, honestly. That was some good finds. But that's it for the video. Thank you guys so much for checking us out, or checking me out.
This forest,
anyone here?
so twisted.
Huh? Alright. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next video. Later.